This video will cover nodular lymphocyte predominant Hodgkin lymphoma. Okay, so this is the first official Hodgkin lymphoma video, and as such, we're going to need an official prompt to remember Hodgkin lymphoma. If you remember from other videos, we used a hedgehog as a symbol for CD30 because the word hedgehog sounds like Hodgkin, and because CD30 is such an iconic stain for classic Hodgkin lymphoma. But okay, since we've already used a hedgehog as a symbol for CD30, we're going to keep it that way and create a whole new prompt to remember Hodgkin. The prompt to remember Hodgkin will be none other than a lodge, because the word lodge sounds kind of close to Hodgkin. This specific lodge, as you can see, is painted in blue, which will help us remember lymphocyte predominant since lymphocytes are very blue. And to remember nodular, just notice all these piles of dirt surrounding the lodge. These piles of dirt look like and therefore represent nodules. Alright, so now that we've anchored ourselves to the fact that this video refers to NLPHL, let's move on. The neoplastic cells in NLPHL are commonly referred to as LP cells. No prompt to remember that one, since you can easily just remember the first two letters that are lymphocyte predominant, LP. These cells have abundant cytoplasm and a large fascicular convoluted nucleus that looks a lot like popcorn. These are commonly described as popcorn cells. To remember this, it seems that popcorn is the snack of choice in this image. CD45 is expected to be positive and is represented by this oven here displaying a temperature of 45 degrees. CD20 is also expected to be positive and, as in other videos, is represented by this Tweety character since Tweety sounds like 20. Notice the belt that Tweety is wearing. It's a belt made of sticks. This is our prompt to remember BCL6 since belts have buckles and BCL sounds like buckle. To remember the number 6, all we have to do is remember that this belt is made of sticks since the word sticks sounds like the number 6. CD30 is expected to be negative, and as we've discussed earlier in this video, CD30 is normally represented by a hedgehog. So, since no hedgehogs are allowed in this lodge, we're going to remember negative CD30. Another immunostain that is helpful in diagnosing NLPHL is OCT2, and it is expected to be negative. The prompt that we're going to use to remember OCT2 are these two Halloween pumpkins in this daydream. Because when do we see Halloween pumpkins? In October. And since this is a daydream, meaning that these pumpkins don't actually exist in this image, we're going to remember negative OCT2. An important morphologic feature to remember is that background T follicular helper cells tend to rosette around the neoplastic cells. The T follicular helper cells are often highlighted with a PD1 stain to demonstrate this. PD1 is represented by none other than these police officers who surely work for a police department. And police departments are often abbreviated as PD. Since they're gathering around to enjoy some popcorn together, we'll remember the rosetting around tumor cells.